Toyota just made the most controversial decision in RAV4 history. And these 8 things will completely change your view of the best-selling crossover in North America. Yes, that's right. There is no gas-only RAV4 for 2026.
After 30 years of offering gas engines, Toyota eliminated that option entirely. The 2026 model is 100% electrified, hybrid or plug-in hybrid only. This isn't about environmental regulations or compliance. Toyota had a choice and made it permanent. Every competitor still offers gas-only versions. Honda CR-V, Mazda CX-50, gas and hybrid. Subaru Forester, still gas.
I think Toyota looked at the market and decided that there was no reason for a gasoline-only version because the numbers work without it. When it comes to choosing which RAV4 to buy, what you need to know is that Toyota has split the trim levels into 3 completely different design philosophies.
And most people have no idea. The core design philosophy includes LE, XLE, and Limited with standard crossover vibes. Rugged design is exclusive to the Woodland trim. It's got a raised ride height, split grille, integrated rigid industries LED lighting, and standard all-terrain tires, and it sits a half-inch taller than every other RAV4. The sport design philosophy includes SE, XSE, and the first-ever GR Sport RAV4 with more aggressive styling and up to 20-inch wheels.
Sure, it's the same name, but you get 3 completely different types of vehicles with this all-new RAV4. And this is interesting to me. Toyota GAZOO Racing, the people who build Toyota's race cars, have done their own version of a RAV4.
The GR Sport gets GR-tuned suspension, GR-tuned power steering, enhanced body rigidity beyond standard RAV4 models, unique 20-inch wheels with increased offset, performance-oriented tires, and 320 horsepower from the plug-in hybrid drivetrain.
And no, the GR Sport is not just an appearance package with badges. They've done some actual mechanical changes to make it a proper GR Sport. Toyota's 5th generation hybrid system works differently than most powertrains.
The electric motor provides torque instantly from 0 RPM, while the 4-cylinder acts as mostly backup power and a range extender. Unlike traditional CVTs that use belts and pulleys, this hybrid system uses a planetary gearset that allows the gas engine and electric motor to work independently or together. This system eliminates the idea of an old-school mechanical CVT entirely by using electric motor torque to fill power delivery gaps. Combined system output is 236 horsepower in the all-wheel drive or 226 horsepower in front-wheel drive.
The plug-in hybrid gets 320 horsepower and a promised 50 miles of EV-only range.
If you appreciate learning that Toyota's hybrid system uses a planetary gearset instead of a CVT, the kind of detail that some channels never mention, subscribe. Our 20% subscription rate needs improvement. Hit subscribe if technical accuracy matters.
The platform's been completely updated and stiffened all throughout, and that's a meaningful update.
Among other things, the TNGA-K platform gets reinforced frame joints and strengthened suspension mounting points. Toyota doesn't advertise these changes because it's essentially admitting the previous generation needs improvement. These reinforcements target 2 specific areas, preventing chassis flex under load and eliminating micro vibrations that travel throughout the structure. These aren't minor updates, they're fundamental changes to how the platform behaves. The wheelbase is about 106 inches across all models. Length varies from 181 inches to 182 inches depending on trim.
Of course, the Woodland sits the tallest, the Core is in the middle, and the GR Sport, of course, has the lowest ground clearance of all. Toyota figured out that infotainment systems need to display a little bit more information and need to be a little bit more responsive to your inputs than getting back to you next year.
The touchscreen actually works, wireless CarPlay connects without requiring a blood sacrifice, and the shift-by-wire system replaces a traditional gear shifter with a minimalist toggle.
And at least some of the climate controls still remain actual buttons. And yes, indeed, every RAV4 in Canada comes standard with all-wheel drive.
For context, in 2025, Americans had to pay an extra $1,400 for all-wheel drive on most trims. Now, both countries get the same vehicle built at the same plant, but Toyota decided Canadians deserve all-wheel drive standard, while Americans get charged extra. 2026 pricing hasn't been announced yet, and Toyota has zero incentive to change it. Expect the same all-wheel drive upcharge for you, my American friends, when the 2026 prices drop.
And I've heard some people say that the upgrade from front-wheel drive to all-wheel drive in the United States makes their whole pricing model objectively worse.
If learning Americans pay more for all-wheel drive than Canadians get standard made you question Toyota's pricing strategy, hit like. The like ratio determines whether YouTube shows this to other people who deserve to know. Takes 1 second.
This 2026 RAV4 represents a huge bet on Toyota's part by going hybrid only.
This is the first Toyota model with Safety Sense 4 and the Arene software platform, Toyota's foundation for software-defined vehicles with over-the-air updates. This isn't just a new RAV4, it's Toyota testing whether North American buyers will accept the hybrid-only mainstream crossover. If this fails, Toyota has no backup plan. If it succeeds, expect every Toyota to follow this path within 5 years. Comment section question: is Toyota's hybrid-only gamble brilliant strategy or corporate suicide? They eliminated a gasoline-only option while every competitor hedges bets. Tell me if this makes you more or less likely to buy a RAV4, and Real Debate helps YouTube promote this.
The RAV4 has been North America's best-selling vehicle, not just crossover, and I think what Toyota has done here is used this as a guinea pig for their electrification strategy. And this may be Toyota's declaration that the gas-only era is over. Whether customers accept it remains to be determined.